What's going on, guys? P-Dog here, bringing you the post-Oscar video, talking about my predictions, seeing how well I did, and about the ceremony in general. I'm making this video straight after the Oscars, well, maybe not straight. I did already record this video, but unfortunately the audio messed up, so here I am, again, talking about the Oscars. It is currently 5:30 in the morning. Holy crap, I'm still in my famous, well done tuxedo. I haven't worn this, and I didn't even wear this in the flipping 100,000 view special. There's actually a brand new one. I bought it just for the Oscars. Not really, but I had to buy a new suit, and I figured why not test it out when I'm watching the Oscars. So we had a party down here, like an Oscar party thing going on while we were watching it, and the Oscars are now over. So I'm going to talk about who won and who got snubbed. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. I'm probably going to deal with this in terms of extra notes to begin with. I'm probably going to talk about who got snubbed. I'm going to talk about some of the happy things about it. I'm going to talk about the ceremony itself, and then we'll talk about my actual predictions. I think it was, what was it? Two screenplays, all the acting categories, best director and best film. So we're going to go over all those, see how well I did, and see if I should ever play guessing the Oscars ever again after the results I had. Nevertheless, let's begin. Right, the Oscar ceremony itself, I thought, yeah, it was pretty good. I think Neil Patrick Harris, it wasn't like amazing, like I wasn't laughing my head off at any of the stuff, but I mean the puns were brilliant though. I will say that the puns were spectacular. So credit to Neil Patrick Harris for those puns, or the writers, depending on who he's actually reading them from. In terms of actual like skits and stuff, they were decent. Like the whole prediction skit thing they did, not really the biggest fan of that. The Octavia Spencer part was Octavia Spencer, she was hilarious during that. But I would say in terms of, I'd say he was better than Ellen DeGeneres, but that's probably just because I'm not a big fan of Ellen as it is. You know, I'm not really a big fan of her like comedy style, but I do think if he hosts again, I wouldn't have any major complaints. So let's talk about some awards, shall we? Let's talk about some golden statues. Can I first of all say I was very happy with the amount that the Grand Budapest Hotel and Whiplash won. Those two, as you guys probably know by now, the Grand Budapest Hotel was my favorite film of last year, and Whiplash is currently my best film of 2015. I think it's going to take a lot to trump it because it was a spectacular film. So the fact that they won like what 5 Oscars and 3 Oscars maybe, like, or no, sorry, 4 Oscars for Grand Budapest and I think 3 for Whiplash. Brilliant. I'm happy with that. Or maybe it was 4 for Whiplash. I don't know, something like that. So I'm really happy that they actually won that many Oscars. And yeah, but can we talk about some films that didn't win Oscars? Can we talk about How to Train Your Dragon 2? That was a massive snub, wasn't it? I really did think that The Big Hero 6, I mean, it was a story, I mean, I've never seen it, but I didn't think that it was actually going to beat How to Train Your Dragon 2 that was like racking up all the awards that Lego movie wasn't a part of, let's put it that way. But I was pretty impressed that Big Hero 6 managed to pull it off. Is it because they're strictly Disney? Maybe, I don't know. But I did think that it was a pretty big shocker that the How to Train Your Dragon didn't win and animated. But I think hands down the biggest shock in terms of least amount of Oscars, you know, given to a particular film, Boyhood. If you can believe it, this is kind of spoiling my predictions, but I'm really surprised at the amount of Oscars that Boyhood won. It just won 1 Oscar, which I thought was really surprising. I mean, I know that a lot of people weren't really the biggest fan of Boyhood. I thought it was really good, but that's probably just because it relates more to me, because the character at the end of the film is about the same age as me, like going into uni and all that other stuff. Spoilers a bit, but I was pretty shocked at the fact that it only won 1 Oscar. Like I was looking over some of the recaps, and it was like Boyhood won 1 Oscar, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's shocking. But the films that did win Oscars, I think they're well deserved as it was. So, without further ado, let's actually get stuck into my predictions and see how well I did. Right, I think the first one I predicted was best adapted screenplay, and starting off immediately with a loss. I predicted Whiplash, but I kind of knew that Whiplash was a bit of a far shit anyway, because I personally really liked the screenplay, and that's why I predicted it. If I was to pick otherwise, I probably would have went with The Theory of Everything. Nevertheless, that didn't win. The Imitation Game, let me see if I can zoom this in a bit more so I'm not spoiling everything here. Nevertheless, I don't think I can. No, I can't, oh well. The Imitation Game did win Best Screenplay. Okay, I suppose. Like, I didn't think the screenplay was that amazing, but fair enough. I suppose I'll take it. I did think Theory of Everything probably should have won. Whiplash definitely should have won, I'd say, but Imitation Game, okay, fair enough. I can live with that. Best original screenplay, I predicted Birdman, and Birdman sure enough did win. Not a big surprise here. A lot of really good themes were in that film, like a lot of really good, like all about criticism and stuff. A lot of people maybe thought it wasn't going to win because of all the harsh way that it deals with criticism and stuff, and it is the Academy, so ooh, could that be troublesome? But no, they still won, and I think well deserved as well from the 4 people I cannot pronounce their names who actually wrote the screenplay. Yeah, fair play to you. That's all well and good. Best director, let's go to that because I think that was the next one I predicted. I went for Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu for Birdman. I knew it was going to be really close between him and Richard Linklater, but I figured, all right, well, I think Gonzalez Iñárritu is going to win. The only reason why I picked that was because the film looked a lot better than Boyhood. I mean, sure, Boyhood had the 12-year thing, ooh, but I think Birdman, if you were just to watch it, I think it was a much better visual experience, and I think I have to credit that towards the director. And the Academy agrees, and they gave Iñárritu the Oscar for Best Director for Birdman. Pretty good, I think, well deserved, like I was saying, and I predicted correctly, so that's so even better for me. Now let's go to Best Supporting Actor, and I'm very proud to say that the Oscar-winning actor J.K. Simmons won for Whiplash, which was probably the best performance I've seen in the past like over a year, I'd say, like including this January past. I mean, it was breathtaking, and I think it was no surprise that he won. He got a 60% standing ovation. Like, not everyone stood up, but maybe because it was the first award. I don't care. I was really impressed that he won. Like, and I really look forward to seeing where his career goes from here now that he has the golden statue in his possession. Best Supporting Actress went to Patricia Arquette. Again, not a big surprise because she won like 5 for 5, just like J.K. Simmons, who is now definitely 5 for 5. Again, though, I said this at the BAFTAs. I didn't think her performance was that like amazing, but alright, fair enough. I can live with that, I suppose. She won Best Oscar, and yes, you heard that correctly. That's the only Oscar the boy had won this night, which is pretty surprising. I didn't think it was going to be Best Supporting Actress. Okay, fair enough. I can live with that again. Best Leading Actress went to Julianne Moore for Still Alice. I thought it was going to be between her and Pike. I did think though it was probably going to be Julianne Moore because I haven't seen the film personally. I think it was the that and Wild. I think were the only two films I didn't see from that list. And so and I also didn't, well, I didn't see a lot of those films actually. I didn't see 2 Days One Night either. Um, but yeah, so well deserved. I think Julianne Moore. She did a pretty good job. I'd say. I mean, well deserved. I mean, she was nominated for like what 4 or 3 Oscars maybe, starting from like Boogie Nights from like 1998 or something, and now all of a sudden she won for 2015. I mean, shocking, but fair play to her. She deserves it. She's a really good actress, so I'm glad that she won. And now we're going to go into. I mean, it wasn't really a shocker, I'd say, but I really thought it was going to go to someone else. Best actor in a leading role. It was going to be between Keaton and Redmayne, and I put the edge towards Keaton because I don't know. I just thought that there was a few combination of stuff. Like I thought Redmayne, he didn't win at the Golden Globes. I mean, he won. No, sorry, I'm sorry, he did win. But Michael Keaton also won for comedy. Um, Whenever he won at the BAFTAs, I thought, okay, that's probably just a British thing. Because the Chiwetel Ejiofor won last year for 12 Years a Slave at the BAFTAs, and I thought, well, this is British maybe. And also, I think Michael Keaton won at like one of the guilds, so I just thought, okay, well, fair enough. Keaton's probably gonna pull it out a little bit. Also because Eddie Redmayne was in Jupiter Ascending, and that film was a bit bad. He was, I like to win Oscars. You know, he spoke like that. It was really weird. But yeah, Eddie Redmayne pulled it off, and he actually won. And I'll be honest with you, I know I was saying that Keaton was my prediction stuff, and I did think he was going to win. Personal preference, I would say that Redmayne probably performed better than Keaton. And I know a few people might think, oh, that's because, you know, Stephen Hawking is an actual living person. But you still got to take into account that Eddie Redmayne had to perform, you know, had to be Stephen Hawking in all of the different phases of his life. So starting off, you know, being normal, and then as the ALS got even worse, you know, as it declined further and further down. So I do think he did I do think it was well deserved, even though I did think Keaton was going to win. But yeah, I'm pretty happy Redmayne won, and I am pretty happy, but also kind of annoyed because I made a bet with a friend that Keaton was going to win, and I lost, and now I'm very upset. Oh well. And now we move on to the best picture. I also made a prediction that whoever was going to win best director wasn't going to win best film. So because Birdman won best director, I thought Boyhood was going to win best film. And considering the fact Boyhood only won 1 Oscar, was I right? Absolutely not. Birdman won best picture, which again, I didn't predict it, but I was pretty happy about it because once again, Birdman, I don't talk much about it. I talk all about Whiplash and Grand Budapest and all that stuff. But Birdman was a really solid film. Like everything about it, like the cast, the script, the cinematography, like a lot of it was really well done. Like it was a top end film, I will say. So I think it's a very worthy winner of the best film, uh, statue. Although once again, Grand Budapest was really good, Whiplash was really good. Both of them nominated. I didn't expect either of them to win, but I thought it was going to be Boyhood, surprisingly. But because of the very poor efforts of Boyhood at the Oscars, Birdman sweeps it. I want to see how many Oscars Birdman actually won. I want to see who won the most Oscars here. There probably has a list here, but Birdman won 4, Grand Budapest won 4, Let me see if I can try and find Whiplash. Whiplash. I think Whiplash won 4 as well. Won 3. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Birdman and We're Put It Best tied for 4 Oscars. Whiplash then comes second with 3. I think there's 1 or 2 maybe other films that are coming closer to there as well. I think really well deserved films for top 3. Like those are 3 of my favorite films, 2 of which were my favorite films. And then Birdman again really solid. I'd probably put it number 2. I'd say, and I'm not just saying this because it's won Oscars. Okay, maybe I am a little bit, but still. Um, so that's about it for the Oscar coverage. Out of my predictions, I think I got 5 of 8, maybe? What did I get? I got both supporting, Best Actress, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Director. Yeah, and I didn't get Best Leading Actor, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Film. So yeah, 5 for 8, which I think is not too bad for my first attempt at predicting the Oscars. Maybe next year when I'm a bit more improved, whenever I hit the Oscar gym, you never know, it might be a bit better. But that's about it for the Oscar video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the dress to impress. I hope you guys enjoyed the Oscars as well, and I will see you guys for some more footage in the future. So my name is Pete Oak, and I will see you guys next time. See you then. That was really stupid.